Hey everybody, Mega Blackhawk 12 here with a very special LEGO Transformer. This guy has been like 3 to 5 months in the making, just because I wanted him to be the best possible version I could make at the moment. And this is LEGO Transformers G1 Mini Optimus Prime. He might not be classified as mini, but he's small. Here he is next to a minifigure. Sorry, minifigure. He's shorter. He's shorter than a minifigure. If you look at them, he is shorter. But he is not this tiny, and this is what I typically classify as a mini. Is these guys? So he might not be considered a mini, but I'm gonna call him mini. So. Next to a minifigure. There you go. Here he is next to my G1 Bumblebee. Very much out of scale with these two, but what are you going to do? The robot mode looks a little bit better if you don't know that in G1 Bumblebee was literally like this big compared to him. So, what you're going to want to do to transform him is, first of all, bring down the legs. That's standard. It transforms basically the same as the original G1 toy, with the exception of his head. So first thing you want to do is fold down his legs. Then you want to flip up the feet, just like in G1. Next thing you want to do is, just like in G1, bring his arms forward, like so. You can lower his elbows. Last thing you want to do is flip his head up, rotate it around. You don't necessarily have to rotate it around when going back into truck mode. I'll get more on that later. So then you put down his head. And there is Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And I really like this guy. I think he is very much, he looks a lot like a cross between the original toy and the cartoon, I think. His head has these clear bits, and what I originally wanted was for him to have these sort of pieces as the ears, instead of like the translucent blue, but I couldn't find another one of these pieces. So, yeah, that's sad, but it still works. He has this piece coming out here. I don't really mind that so much. Hang on. There you go. I don't really mind that so much. He's leaning back. Let's lean him forward again. So, he has a combination of some newer and some older pieces. Some of the older ones would be the waist pieces. As you can see, they aren't the normal hinge. They were used in like the LEGO Space sets, and he has like the battle droid arm for the hinge. So I might make instructions for this. Maybe not. Maybe I will. So yeah, here he is next to a minifigure again. He's definitely a lot taller, considering he was shorter than him in robot mode. I mean, in truck mode. And I actually did make a gun for him to hold. Hang on. Here's his gun. He can't hold it because he doesn't have any studs on his arm normally, so I added these pieces go there, so you can just slide it on to his arm and he'll be able to hold it there. And he can like hold it and shoot and all that fun stuff. So that's his gun. But yeah, I think that most typically when people make LEGO Transformers, they either have a really good car mode and an okay robot mode, or they have an okay robot mode. Or they have a really good robot mode and an okay car mode. The exception to this is Boys with the Most Toys. His Transformers are just awesome in both modes. But I think this is one of my few Transformers that is awesome in both modes. I mean, he's just, I don't know. I wasn't even trying to make this how he was. This was an accident when I made him. I like made this part of him. I made this part of him. I was like, hey, I was just messing around with some Lego bricks, and I was like, hey, that could work for Optimus Prime. And then, you know, I added a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Let's just put him back together. So, that is my Lego Transformers Mini G1 Optimus Prime in robot mode. To transform him back, it's once again the exact same as G1 with the exception of the head. Instead of just flipping backwards like that, you have to like hinge it backwards. And you don't, this is where I'm talking about, you don't need to rotate the head. I just like that because it hides the face plate. So, to transform him, what you need to do is put his arms up, hinge them back and around like G1, fold the head in, raise up the G1, and his ears will fit right behind the legs. Raise up the legs and fold the feet. And that is G1 Optimus Prime. This is Mega Blackhawk 12 signing off.